After drawing my dam, watershed, and flow lines, the next step is entering a runoff curve number. At this point, it is usually easiest if I turn off the terrain layer and the contour layer. There are two ways I can enter a runoff curve number. First, if I want to estimate the RCN, I can click on the Yes and simply enter my estimated runoff curve number. However, if I don't know my runoff curve number, then I can answer no, and the program will lead me through the process of generating a runoff curve number. Notice, when I click on the no for the runoff curve number, the program displays a map where the soils are color-coded according to their hydrologic soil groups. Each shaded color represents a different hydrologic soil group. The polygons of most concern in this layer are the polygons that are not colored in. With these polygons, I have to assign the hydrologic soil group. I can do that by assigning the polygons in one lump sum, or I can manually assign them one at a time. After assigning the hydrologic soil groups, I will click on the Cut Land Use icon. And at this point, I want to cut my watershed up into polygons for each different land cover. When using the cut feature, I will usually start outside of my watershed and cut through the watershed. Once I have a cut line established, I can then cut crossing a watershed boundary to another watershed boundary, or watershed boundary to another cut line, or a cut line to another cut line. If there is a land cover that is an island, I can cut around a polygon totally within the watershed. Remember, if I don't cross my watershed boundary or another cut line when making a cut line, the line will disappear and not be drawn, and I will need to do it again. After cutting the watershed into different land use areas, then I need to assign a land use to each polygon. I do this by clicking on the Assign Land Use icon in the toolbar. After clicking on this icon, I left-click on a polygon in the aerial photo. After clicking, I will get a drop-down menu where I will assign the specific land use for that polygon. Remember, if I make a mistake, I can always start over on the runoff curve number process by clicking on either the yes or the no icon under the RCN. After assigning the hydrologic soil groups and the land use, then I click on the Calculate RCN icon, and the program will display the calculated RCN, and I will need to click Apply to approve the RCN before I move forward.